Hey there, this is Dr. Ginger Bratzel. Thanks for joining us live today as we talk about our topic is can't afford it. Can't afford it. So thanks for joining me here live on this training as we talk about things that people say, I can't afford it. Raise your hand if you're listening to this and you can say, or give me in the comments a hand up if you ever heard a patient say, I can't afford that. Say, when I go and look at numbers and practices, and we're looking about more niche services. It's like, Ginger, I want to do more reconstructive. I want to do more implants, but my people can't afford it. They say that they can't afford it. So I want you to write this down. I'm going to give you just a moment. Take a deep breath. Grab a pencil, because this is important. Poor people go to Disney World. Yeah, Disney people. I like Disney. I want you to go to Disney. I want them to go to Disney. But what I'm saying is people spend on what they have value for and what they want. Okay? Now, let's flip the mirror there. We're looking at patients. Now let's look at ourselves. What do you need to invest in your practice right now that you're not? Now, dentists will buy shiny objects. They'll buy implant systems. They will buy composites. Systems, new impression guns. You went to the show, we got this stuff, and I think it's gone down. People are a little more savvy about what they spend their money on, but they still put value on junk stuff. I'm just looking here. I was going to grab some junk off my desk, but they don't put value in information and transformation. And when you're selling dentistry, you're selling composites, but you're selling what their life's going to be after. You're going to take them from that undesirable state of ugly teeth that they don't like, or cavities, or unhealthy, and give them a happy, healthy smile that they're proud of. You're giving them confidence. You're giving them, they don't have to be embarrassed anymore. You're giving them chewing forces that they didn't have before. In your own practice, though, not so easy to do. So again, you buy those stuff, the implants, the composites. Me was endo systems. Anything to make endo easier. Excuse me as I cough. I turned my head, I got the microphone. It's not going to make a difference, right? But anyway, back to what we're talking about. It is stuff we put value on, because I was buying endo systems, but what I was trying to do is get out of the pain of doing endo. I wanted something faster. It was a time suck. It was a brain suck. It was an energy suck. I can tell you how many bad memories I have in the dental office have endo associated with them. And so that was a burden I carried. So when I bought that crap, I was looking to get out of that state. Now, when it comes to changing your practice, though, and it's intangible, you can't see it. There's not little gizmos and gadgets and screws around. You guys are not so good about investing in change. You got left dental school, whatever you learn, that's all you got. You pick up a few CE courses along the way, and it might be a lot of CEs. Ginger, I'm a master of the Academy of General Dentistry. Congratulations, but you still have not made a master transformation. Business is different. If you are a business owner, if you are an independent business owner and you're upset about franchises and DSOs coming into your area, you've got to practice differently. The way you left dental school is not going to carry you through. And so that's the investment. There's a knowledge investment. I'm a fellow of the Academy of General Dentistry. I was the president of our Academy of General Dentistry. I took CEs like nobody's business. I love CEs, but I have more training in marketing and business development than I do have all the dentistry, because that's what's needed to move my needle. That's what I needed to invest in. So when talking about investment in your practice, what things do you need to do? If you want better patients, you've got to make some decisions to make investments. And sometimes those investments, again, are not tangible. It's going to be working with someone who's going to take you through. It's being real honest with yourself that you need some help. It's about getting the team trained, because you really have other things going on. It's about getting the right people in the right places. It's about connecting all the dots and the systems going through. You got this, but they don't talk to each other. That's what dental software is. They have this main core, and they went and bought something from somebody else, and they've got what's called a bridge, and they don't really talk to each other. I can't get to that list from here. I can't look at those patients from here, and it's clunky. That's how your practice is running. It's clunky. It's connecting all of that stuff. It's time to invest in the invisible. It's time to work with somebody. Jordan didn't get to where he was without a coach. Tiger Woods didn't get to where he was without a coach. The great Kobe Bryant did not get to where he was without a coach. You need someone with outside eyes to get you through that, and that's the hard thing. So when you tell yourself, I can't afford to invest in it, don't lie, okay? Again, poor people go to Disney World. It's about what's important to you. And if you're thinking of it, I can't afford to do it, that means you think of it as a cost. That means you're not going to put the effort into it to get to ROI it. You're not looking just to make that money back. You're looking to make it as a vehicle for generating other income. You're looking at for the income it makes as far as the time it gives it back to you. What about the income, the value we put on it and the sleep you get at night because you're not freaking out and stressed out? That is more powerful than any dollar amount you could do. So don't lie to yourself. I mean, when I was in my practice, and I said, I need to work with somebody. Told my husband, first, I'm like, CEs are not getting me there. This was a hard conversation to have with him. And I'm looking for it, and I found an answer, and I said, I want to work with somebody. And my husband, it's my business. He's going to let me spend my money the way I want to do it. But I always like to talk to him because it's our business. It's our future. And he was actually working in the business. So when we have these conversations, and he never told me no, but I had to say this. This is something I had to vocalize for myself. And you might be in the same shoes. And so raise your hand right here to yourself. Have you ever been in the same shoes? I have to vocalize it. And I said, I have this opportunity to work with somebody, and it's expensive. It's like a car, 2 cars, expensive. It's a big RV, expensive. And I said, nope, it's not expensive. It's an investment. I know it's going to be a short-term pain for this coming up with this money, but it's a long-term gain because I want to let you know I take this very seriously. I take everything seriously, but this one I take very, very seriously. And I'm going to do whatever it takes, including work with you, who works in the office. We're going to make some changes in your department and everybody else and make some things because in the long run, it's a short-term pain for a long-term gain. And so when we talk about that, or I have spouses that will come to me and say, we need to do this. A lot of times it's the wife who comes to, he really needs it. I see him frustrated in the office. I have this conversation a lot. I've had it with the husband sometimes for a female dentist, but it's a lot more for the women dentists. Wives will come to me, and so we need to do this in the office. And so me and my husband sat down. I send out a recording to them so they could talk about this, and we talk. It's me and my husband interviewing about what we went through in that to see if it's a right fit, and then when we talk to both people. So it's about changing. Okay, poor people go to Disney World. It's not about cost. It's about the time you're going to do it. It's the time that you put into it, and it's the value you can put through to make it happen because you're going to get your return on investment. So think of it that way. That's what you need to do. Reach out to me and my team if you have questions about it. If you're stuck on something, if you got a question, bring it up. But let me, we'll chat with you. We'll chat with you, okay? If you're doing it for somebody, your spouse, we'll chat with you. We'll chat with you. What's hanging you up? And then if it's a fit, we'll talk about what we can help you do. If it's not a fit, I'm going to promise you I'm going to send you to someone who I think would be better suited for you. But I want to give you the resources you need right now. And so it's not a cost, it's an investment. And this is something you have to look at yourself first, because if you don't invest in yourself, how the hell do you expect patients to invest in there? They could read it off of you. It's just permeating you. So it's an investment in you going forward. Think about that, okay? Oh, I love doing these live. Hey, drop me a comment if you got any pearls out of it. Give me just a thumbs up, or drop if you got a word of wisdom. And of course, you can reach out to us, send me a direct message, DM me, and someone on my team or I will get back to you. You'd be surprised who comes back to you. Talk to you soon. This is Ginger. Till next time.